At one point during your houseplant journey, you'll run into fungus gnats, or they'll run into you. Most of us do, it's nothing to be ashamed of. But in this video, I wanted to go a little deeper into this topic than I did in the last video by answering some of the great questions you all asked me in the comments and private DMs after you watched my video that I posted 4 months ago on how to get rid of fungus gnats with the use of mosquito bits, along with applying the method of bottom watering your plants. This video got quite a bit of attention, at least from my channel, and if you watched it, I hope you enjoyed it and it helped you out. If you didn't, you can watch it at the end of this video by clicking the end screen. So the first question I wanted to address that some of you asked was, so don't throw away the soil and start over if I get fungus gnats? And the quick answer is yes. You don't have to change the soil to get rid of the fungus gnats. Changing the soil may sound like the right thing to do, since that's where fungus gnats go to lay their eggs in the moist, damp soil, and then go on to become larvae, then pupa, and then adults. And the cycle starts all over again. And maybe if you did a great job in removing all of the soil and cleaning the roots, for a while it may help. But if only a few survive, the population may explode again. Also, if you did change the soil, you still haven't corrected your watering practices. And not only will you probably once again create the perfect environment for fungus gnats, but also if your soil is staying that wet, it could lead to root rot. And I don't know about you, but changing the soil for one plant is not a big deal. But changing it for 5, 10, or even 50 plants seems like a lot of work. As I mentioned in the video, give mosquito bits a try. This is not a paid ad, just trying to give you what worked for me, and use bottom watering to reduce the amount of time that the top layer of soil stays moist. A couple of you mentioned that you didn't have a few plants, but rather a bunch of them, and that you can't bottom water them all as a way to help to get rid of the fungus gnats. And if that's the case and you don't have the time, then I recommend you classify those plants that need more water, such as spaths and pothos, from those that need less water, like your ZZs and snake plants, and only bottom water the plants that need more water and top water those that need less water. You see, those that need less water will probably only need to be watered once every couple weeks or even once a month, and the top layer of soil will be dry most of the time, making that area too dry for fungus gnats to call that area their home. So instead, focus on those plants that require more water and bottom water them, since that's probably where the fungus gnats are coming from. Also, I got the question, can I just apply the mosquito bit granules over the soil and water it in? My best guess is no, as the granules applied over the top and watered in won't have the same opportunity to dissolve and won't be in the necessary concentration as they would be if they were soaked in water. Also, the pro side of me wants you to know that you should only use products as listed on the label. That's what I do, and the label states to mix 4 tablespoons per 1 gallon of water for 30 minutes and then skim them off, or place them in a nylon stocking prior to immersion in the water. Stir or shake the water and then apply the treated water to the surface of the soil. When I did this, I applied the solution to all my houseplants at the first sight of the fungus gnats to be able to catch it before it got out of hand. And then the next time I needed to water my plants, what I did was I shook the pots and the leaves a little bit to see if there were any more flying around. I didn't see any, so I didn't make a second application. If I would have seen more, I would have made another batch of mosquito bit solution and applied it to all my houseplants again. According to the label, you can do this for 3 weeks. When I put the mosquito bits together with bottom watering, as I said earlier, I only had to apply mosquito bits once and they were gone. 4 months later, they're still gone. Also, some of you mentioned that no matter how much I think I fixed the fungus gnat problem, that they'll be back. Sure, I agree. If the environment presents itself again, then there is that chance that the fungus gnats will be back. But if you use this method, then the thought process behind it is that you break the fungus gnat's life cycle with the mosquito bits, and then by bottom watering, reduce or eliminate the environment or moist soil for them to flourish in. If they do come back, then just redo this process and look to see what you may have done to create the moist environment again. You can do it, I know you can. If you want to see the entire video, then click here and don't forget to subscribe.